In this video, we are going to go over how to set up your EventDoor site. We will be building out a streaming platform for an online fitness brand as the example today. Once you log into your account as a platform owner, you will land here on the overview page. Let's start with organizations. Organizations are like channel pages, perfect for adding sub-brands to your platform. For example, if a school district were the platform owner, they could set up an organization for each school in the district. Here is a simple data chart to help you understand the relationship between the platform and organizations. Organizations have a completely separate section of settings and permissions that can inherit platform-level settings, but can also create their own organization-level settings. Let's check out the Members section next. Here you can add users to help manage the platform. Reports are user-submitted feedback results for you to review and address. The Capabilities page lets you hide platform-level configurations from organizations. This doesn't delete the content, it just hides it from organizations. We are going to leave all these options off for now. Next is the Platform section, starting with Site Builder. The Site Builder is where you can customize the look and layout of your site. There are a lot of customization options in here that we will go over later. The Media page is where you can upload and manage all of your media at the platform level. The organization level also has its own media page. Media is not shared between platform and organization levels. Now that we have that out of the way, let's create a new organization by navigating to the Organizations page. In this example, let's create a new organization called Fit Live for our online fitness brand. Click Create Organization, enter the name of the organization and an optional avatar and description. Then click Create. To make changes at the organization level, you will need to switch to the organization dashboard by clicking the icon in the top left. Here you will see a list of organizations you can switch to. Let's select Fit Live. Now that we are on the organization dashboard, you'll see it's very similar to the platform dashboard. There are some new options in the navigation, so let's go over those now. We already covered members at the platform level, so let's move on to Hubs. Hubs is where all your live content will live. You will need to create a hub in order to create a broadcast. You can change how hubs appear on your site or hide them completely in the Site Builder. Let's create some hubs for our online fitness site. Enter a name and fill in any of the information below that you would like. I'm going to give it a start and end date, as well as upload a banner. I'll repeat this for each hub I want to add. Now let's skip down to content types. Content types are essentially custom templates for creating content and defining how it's displayed. Here you can create templates that you'll use to enter data in the collections section. In this example, we know that we'll want a section on the website to display trainers. So let's create a custom content type for that. Start by giving the content type a label, a description if you want one, a display format, and custom fields. These settings will show up when we add the actual data in the collections section. Collections are used to create content based on content types and then group that content together. Collections can also be used to group videos. Let's create a collection for our trainers. First, we select the content type we just created, then name it. The following settings are optional. Now that we've created the collection, let's add the actual data. Click on the collection, then click Add Item. When you first add an item, you only have the options to add a name, description, and tags. Once the item is created, you can go back and edit each item to add more details, which we'll do after entering each trainer's name. Now that we have our items, click on an item in the list, then click Edit. You'll see that you now have all the options we created with this custom content type. In this example, we're going to add avatar photos for all the trainers. Now that we have some hubs in a content collection, let's quickly add some tags to help organize content. Navigate to the Tags page. You can use the General category, or you can create your own by clicking the Create Category button. We're going to create a new category and then add tags by clicking Add Tag. Broadcasts can be created within hubs on the dashboard. Click on the hub you'd like to add a broadcast to. In this example, we'll use the hub titled Back. You'll see the side navigation has updated Now that you're in a hub, click on Broadcasts. This is where you'll create a new broadcast. Click the Create Broadcast button. Give your broadcast a title and date. You can also add a thumbnail, assign a collection, and add tags. Click Create when you're done. You'll see your newly created broadcast in the list on the Broadcasts page. Click on the broadcast you just created to access the RTMP URL and stream key. You can also make changes to this broadcast by clicking the Edit button in the top right. EventDoor also has a feature called Programs that allows you to create a stream key that can be reused across multiple broadcasts. This is ideal for quickly changing broadcasts without reconfiguring your broadcasting software or hardware settings. Navigate to the Programs section. Here we'll create a new program. Note, this creates a group for programs, not a program itself. In this example, we'll make a group called Gyms, so we can add multiple gym locations. Once the group is made, we can click on Gyms, and from here I can add my actual program by clicking Add Program. From here, I just need to give it a title, an optional description, and tags. Click Add Item, and we can now see Gym 1 in the list. Clicking on a program will display its stream key and any broadcasts linked to that specific program. To link a program to a broadcast, we have to navigate back to a broadcast on the dashboard and click the Edit button in the top right. At the bottom, you'll see a section where you can add a program. Click on the program we just created, and then the item Gym 1 in this example. Perfect. Now you're ready to broadcast. Site Builder. Here's where you can adjust the look and feel of your site. You'll see there are two new sections displayed when you're in the Site Builder. The Selections panel allows you to move sections of the site up and down. Note, the header and footer are locked to the top and bottom positions and can't be moved. The next section, to the right, is the Preview window. Here, you'll see a preview of your site as you make changes. Clicking on a selection either in the Preview area or the Selections panel will open an Inspector panel to the right, where you can access all the settings for that section. You'll also notice the navigation on the left has changed, and you have new options. Let's make some changes to this Hero section. There are multiple layouts to choose from. Let's add a nice image to use as a banner and choose a layout that looks good. You'll see that the page is populated with some of the content we created. You can make adjustments to how these sections appear in the inspector. Let's add a section to the site for the trainers collection we made earlier. Remember, we created a custom content type, a collection, and then items within that collection. Now we get to display them here. Click the Add button at the top of the Selections panel, and you'll get a pop-up with a suite of content and features you can add to your page. In this example, we'll add a collection. In the inspector, we'll select the collection we want to display. The default layout for this collection looks good here, so we're going to keep it as is, but you can change it to a different layout. Now let's add a section to display tags. We won't go over every section you can add to the site in this video. Feel free to play around and add different selections to your site to discover what you can do with them. The footer and header sections can't be moved, but you can customize them with navigation items and social media icons in the footer. You can quickly adjust the order of sections by clicking and dragging them up or down in the Selections panel. The branding dashboard is where you can add a site logo that will be displayed in the header and footer. You have the option to add a light and dark version of your logo. This is used when viewers switch the site to light or dark mode. You can add a favicon as well. This is the small icon that shows up in a browser tab. And there you have it, a fully built-out, custom website with EventDoor.